Hello, hello, welcome back to running around in Skyrim. Let's see, what was it? We just picked up the last Stone of Barenziah that I can get right now. The last one's in the Thalmor Embassy, or in the cave connected to the Thalmor Embassy, so depending on which patch the Anniversary Edition uses. So, we'll have to get it later after we actually do proper story events and things like that. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and do Arniel Gaines thing for this episode, I guess. Or try to, anyway. And there should be just... I think I already have the spell he wants me to use. Yeah. There's a couple different of those, dwarven convectors he wants us to use to fix this soul gem he gave us. Just trying to figure out what exactly happened to the dwarves centuries ago, but it's not gonna do me much good, I don't think. Let's see, where is it? Miscellaneous. Oh, Lord. This is why I hate doing the Stone of Barenziah quest. They don't stack in your inventory like they probably should. They're all just fucking listed one at a time. Anyway. Warp Soul Gem. Magic. Destruction. There we go. Okay, there we go. And now we need to go do it at two other ones, I think. And I'm just trying to get all the side what's-its done before continuing the main quest. At least for the default game. We'll probably do some more side stuff once I decide to start doing Dawnguard properly and whatnot. Yeah, I haven't done much of Dawnguard, even though I have a full set of vampiric armor on. You can find it from just fighting various vampires throughout the game, though. Like, they'll just sort of run around as if they're not... Like, you can run into vampires anywhere as if they're nothing, so... And up to a final convector. It says there's a couple relatively close. There we go. One right at the ruins of Badalf, or whatever.
What was that? Never should have come here!
And we'll deal with that dragon if it decides to poke its head where it isn't wanted. Alright, deliver it back to Arniel again. Upstairs, right? Yeah, there he is.
Divine's... It worked then. Let me see. Goodness, that's it, isn't it? Yes. It's not perfect, but it's a close enough approximation that it should certainly suffice for initial tests. You've done excellent work here. Truly excellent. There's only one thing missing now, and that should be arriving shortly. I'll begin preparations. Thank you again so much for this. Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice.
Okay. So we can't do the final part of his test yet, or test, experiment, whatever.
I'm assuming you're here taking me up on my offer, eh? Good. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Hang on.
I hope you've got... let's just take a look, then.
Okay, it's the same coin amount. But maybe changing what kind of business we're doing exactly would give him more gold or something. Well, anyway. Here you can have the stupid staff. Let's see. Apparel. Illustration. There. And I know watching me sell all my crap is super engaging, but I'd rather go ahead and do it now than get somewhere and be like, ah, crap, I don't have enough stamina to carry shit around anymore, so. No need for stamina potions, at least not with this build. I really should try to sell a bunch of these healing potions. I got too many of them. And all these arrows, I don't really need them. I can dump them somewhere, but yeah, it'll be fine. Sell some of these soul gems that I know I don't need. I have the, what's it called? The perk that lets you, soul trap enemies with, bound weapons, so I don't actually need them. I can just do it with all the ones that I currently have in my inventory, so, especially with the black soul gems that I have.
Give my regards to Carlia, if you see her.
Yeah. The damn staircase. There it is. Oh. He's moved, so...
I'm working on the exact nature. I don't think anyone... When I've finished... May I help you, Archmage?
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to come back and do that later. Alright, well. Done part 2, can't do that. So that just kind of means we need to catch on with the main storyline. Yeah, I was hoping we could just jump right into doing Arniel Gaines stuff, but I guess not. So let's see, we need to run down to Ivarstead, which I think I've already mapped on the map. that?
I
Yeah,
wish I
there it
could
is.
make my passing through on your way to High Hrothgar. About to make a delivery up there myself.
Yeah, what type of
Mostly food
deliveries?
supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
And in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
I could do it for you.
Really? Well, that would be kind of you.
I'm heading up there anyway.
Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Alright.
Be careful up there.
Yeah. I'm not worried about whatever's up there. It's almost nothing but wolves anyway. Which, let's see. I don't need that anymore. Yeah, let's do lightning cloak and put ice form back on. I won't
What do you
need.
need?
I won't need
Destruction
unrelenting
magic's
force till I
fine.
actually get up there.
Just don't go burning down any buildings.
I don't burn down buildings. I use lightning to disintegrate people. That's much more fucked up, frankly, but whatever. It's fine. It's just a video game. Let's see. Before the birth of man, the dragons ruled all Mundus. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true needs. For the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land. Yes. Only true needs, like, let's see, telling animals to fuck off, or or seeing every living thing within your immediate vicinity, or becoming ethereal, or disarming your opponents, or draining them dry of their health and stamina. Truly things you would absolutely have to have in your daily life. I'm sure there's some practical application to some of these. But being a video game, we don't see that part of it. We just see the video game fight stuff. Nope. And grab all that stuff for smithing and alchemy. Yeah. When I streamed 2 days ago, I was unaware that the Oblivion remaster had released that day. Even though I'm aware of it now, 2 days later, I don't plan on buying that. Like, I have no real nostalgic attachment to Oblivion or anything, so I probably won't waste $50
Keep an eye
on
out
it.
for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Okay, I probably won't spend $50 on a remaster. Supposedly they're working on a Fallout 3 update to make it more like Fallout 4. So from what I've heard through the grapevine of the internet, but I wouldn't be interested in that either. I'm not a huge fan of Fallout 3. I think it's fine. I much prefer New Vegas. If they decide to do a New Vegas remaster, then yeah, I'll buy that all day. Poor game needs a stability mod put in it to just run properly. Anyway. Men were born, spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons presided over the crawling masses. Men were weak then, and had no voice. Yeah. They don't seem to be doing too much better off now at the moment either, so. Well, with constant infighting with various factions over however long. Blast isn't that good. Here. It's like Staggering Blast is another spell added via the Creation Club. It's like the first level of Unrelenting Forest. So it's cool in that sense, but not altogether useful. I don't really need water walking. I do enough of that, especially since I have the water breathing enchantment on my helmet, so. Equilibrium, Detect Life. I need to sit down off camera and just power level that shit. I don't need that anymore. Yeah. Because there's really very little like practical application for alteration spells other than the like skin spells, things like telekinesis, detect life, and whatnot. They're neat, they're very cool to use, but they barely do anything in fights and things like that, from my experience anyway. Like, it's good to know where enemies are around corners and stuff, I guess, with detect life. Telekinesis is mostly good for solving puzzles. If you can grab the item you need off a pedestal or something with it anyway. We tried doing it a couple episodes ago with me trying to grab a key, but I was apparently out of range, so. Anyway. The fledgling spirits of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragons and their voices, but the dragons only shouted them down and broke their hearts. Well, isn't that sad? It's almost like fighting a intelligent, flying, fire, or ice-breathing lizard is kind of stupid.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Wolves aren't the problem, it's the friggin' frost trolls. Kind called on Parthenax, who pitied man. Together they taught men to use the voice. Then dragon war rage, dragon against tongue. Is that really what happened though? I don't know. That sounds a little neat and tidy for what might have actually went on. Probably should have just walked up and slashed it though to get its soul. Oh well. It's fine. Man prevailed, shouting Alwyn out of the world, proving for all that their voice was strong, too was strong. Altogether their sacrifices were manyfold. Yeah, but we don't really see any of that though. Kinda just have to assume that it was horrible. Even when we go back in time with the Elder Scrolls, all we see is 3 dudes fighting it. Fighting Alduin specifically, and even then, their plan is to just send him forward in time, not actually deal with him. So, thanks for that, I guess. With roaring tongues, the Sky Children conquer founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. If by withdrew you mean they got old and died, sure. Again, we're getting a very poetic, neat and tidy version of how things happened, it seems. Makes me wonder who exactly carved these things. Tongues at Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen Windcaller began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. Because raw power isn't everything, unfortunately. If you're like a massive bodybuilder but don't have a brain to understand how to utilize your strength properly, it's kind of pointless, right? So, but anyway. Jurgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen, the column, built his throne on the thread of the world. Fears all silent. The Greybeards spoke one name, Tiber Septim. Stripling then was summoned to Hrothgar. They blessed and named him Dovahkiin. The voices worship, follow the inner path, speak only in true need. And now we get the voice of the sky added, that's a temporary effect, I think, isn't it? Knowledge. Sky. Animals will neither attack nor flee from you. Yeah, 23 hours. Versus things like Agent of Debella or Ancient Knowledge that you get for doing certain quest lines. I did those before I started recording this, again, I tried streaming Tuesday, but the audio wouldn't record, or, well, I guess record from my headset when I tried streaming, so I just said screw it after like 10 minutes of trying to fiddle with the settings, and decided to go just record like normal. I'll probably try downloading, and I'll try to like edit the bits together, that way they're not like just a few small quest lines here and there or whatnot.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
I am answering your
We will
summons.
see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Strike us with the power of your voice. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar.
I wonder if I had used something else, would it have counted?
I am Master Angir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
I'm answering your summons.
We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny.
What is my
That is
destiny?
for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination.
I'm
You
ready.
have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you?
Probably not.
That remains to be seen.
I'm very
Without training,
irresponsible.
You have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
There we go.
You learned a new word. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock it through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new thumb. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear. Yeek! Rosa! Force! Go! Well done. Again. Yeek! Rosa! Force! Go! You learn quickly. Once more. Yeek! Rosa! Force! Go! Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
And I've already got the first word of Whirlwind Sprint from finding it at a word wall, so I'll get the second one here. I think it's actually more like right around here.
I see that you have already begun to learn the Whirlwind Sprint shout.
Yep.
Master Bori will teach you Na, Fury, the second word of Whirlwind Sprint. No. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori, and he will gift you his knowledge of Na. We will see how quickly you can master a new word.
Pretty easily,
Master
since I have
Wolfguard
several.
will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori? X! Now, it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your Whirlwind Sprint to pass through before it closes. X! Wood! Ah!
Honk. Anyway. Let's see.
Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself...
Oh, it was easy for everyone. I don't know how I do it. It just happens. Thank you. It
You
just
were given
happens.
this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Okie dokie. Why are the dragons turning? Does that have something to do with me?
No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Surely there's more you can tell me.
There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand it. Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you.
What does it mean? Why are the shouts in the dragon language? There are only 4 of you. Tell them about the Greybeards. Who's Jürgen Windcaller? Why are there only 4 of you?
Our leader, Paarthurnax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
When can I meet
As I
Paarthurnax?
said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him.
Who's
He was
Jürgen
a great
Windcaller?
war leader of the ancient North, master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
What is the way of the
was
voice?
a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
But if I don't follow your philosophy, why help me learn the voice?
Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals.
If you say so. Alrighty.
Sky, guard you.
Let's see. I can't remember if Clement gives us something for delivering all that stuff or not. Oh yeah, I forgot these fucks show up too.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
The Greybeards seem to think
late.
so.
The lie has already taken root in the hearts of men. So we shall expose to them the falseness in their hearts by tearing out yours, deceiver. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him. Time to...
Anything on you? Fungal pod, a couple of arrows. Okay. Alright, so now if we wanted to, we could go do the quest for the Dragonborn DLC. But we're not going to worry about that. Yeah, I've already ran past Ustengrav during my travels around Skyrim, so... Gold lockpick, don't need any of any boots. Alright. There we go, Dragonbone bow. We'll do some sniping since it's still a good little ways from being full. Standing back there originally or not, so.
Knew it.
battle music took its sweet time dying out that time around. Usually doesn't go that long. There's our shortcut out, I think, once we get near the end. Or maybe it's that one. Okay, no, this is it's like a treasure hoard or something. Some secret treasure. Oh well, whatever. There it is. Whole lot of nothing. I guess that's what happens though when you run through a dungeon at a super high level. I have almost no need for anything aside from like potions and potion ingredients, I guess, since I need to level that up. But honestly, most of the stuff that I haven't actually tried leveling up, I can just go to one of the teachers and pay them to help me level it up, since I got more than enough gold for a lot of the shit. A handful of them are companions, so you can just, after you pay them, you can just have them follow you and give you the money back, so...
What? Ah!
Oh, really?
What? Ah!
That almost threw me off. Clearly the game devs don't expect you to have 2 words. God help you if you have 3, you probably would just go right off. Well, whatever, it's fine. Okay, that just shows you that there's a treasure chest in that room that you can get if you use Whirlwind Sprint, so... Oh. Ow. Let's see. I believe there's a word wall down here, so, yeah. also like a treasure chest or something up here too. Yeah. Yeah. I believe that music plays whenever you discover like a hidden treasure chest or something that's like out of the way. So. Second part of become ethereal. Steel sword. Eh. Don't need the glass armor either. I got a full set of that back at my house in Valkyrie. Of course, not like I actually need it. I can just pick up a set of dragon scale armor from the chest in Riverwood. That's part of a creation club thing. So, bleh. One way or the other. I'm just running around in the vampire set that I have here, mainly because I'm a dumb edgelord and I think it looks cool, so it's whatever. Jeez. It's already been nearly an hour as is. Oh. Alright, we'll slap those together later. Try doing that tonight, I guess. Since I'm supposed to have tonight off. I was supposed to work last night, but I've been sick the past couple days. So I was able to call in and actually get someone to cover for me for the most part. Alright.
What? Ah!
Damn it. There.
What? Ah!
Jesus.
What? Ah!
God damn it.
What? Ah!
I hate this stupid puzzle so much. It's so dumb. Bethesda's shitty little engine isn't really good for running based puzzles. That's why they only put the one in here.
What?
Oh, come on! Alright, fuck it. We'll try it the other way, because...
What? Ah!
There. Jesus. Stupid fucking thing. I've always been able to do it when, if you just run normally and then hit the shout right after the third pillar, you can go through it just fine. Apparently, the startup for having the second word takes too long. retrieve the Horn of Yore in one color, but it's gone. Just this note. Need to speak to you urgently. Rent the attic room at the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood, and I'll meet you, a friend. Who could it be? Hopefully it's not just some hateful bitch who scolds you every chance you get, even though you do everything right. Because yeah, that really endears you to a character, is having them berate you every chance they get. That one off, and then let's see. Good old Riverwood. Nice calm little hamlet, I guess.
We're a small village, but we work hard and take care of our own.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
Yeah, well enough. Alright, well, since it had already been an hour, we'll call this episode here. I guess if I didn't dilly-dally at the Greybeards and reading the little tablets on the way up, I could have nailed this whole little part in one, but oh well. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the usual blah blah YouTube wants to do. And we'll see you next time for more derping around in Skyrim.
Stupid dog.
Fuck you, Sven. Anyway, till then, hope you all have a good day, stay safe, and we'll see you later. Later.